It's coming up. Ready? Get ready. Yo, what's up? Sports World? Y'all know what it is right here. Monday Night Madness in the building. I am Andre the Source Robinson. I got my guy, Ethan Twitty, Bills fanatic. Bill, you know who he is. You see him on all the Bills groups. My guy got the chain and all on right now.
Let's go.
With the Bills, with the Buffalo Bills emblem. And then you know who else we got. We got my brother from another brother down there, right there with the Miami Dolphins hoodie. This guy, is a Miami Dolphins phenomenon. And yes, we do Buffalo Bills fans and Buffalo Bills fanatics all on one show today. My guy, Jay Dodd. What's good, Jay?
It's all good.
Oh, okay. It's all good in the hood. It's all good in the neighborhood. Well, guess what?
It's all good because if you see that fiasco that happened at the end of that Raiders-Patriots game, that's all that matters.
The game was tied. I don't know what that was a whole mess, but we'll probably get into that.
That was absolutely asinine, and I don't know what Jacoby Myers is thinking. That he gets the lateral, but then says, hey, you know what? Let's throw it back to Mac Jones, the slowest guy on the field. Like, that was even – what did he expect that to happen? Like, I have no idea what was going through their mind.
Why did Stevenson throw it back in the first place?
Yeah, absolutely. That's funny. That's funny to talk about because we're talking about that and a whole lot more. Ricky Graves in the house. Darius English in the house. You guys – know where we at. We on Facebook, we on YouTube, we on Twitch, we on Twitter. Let's go. Like and share, and we're gonna kick this thing off right. We're gonna kick this thing off right by talking some NFL football. And with that said, I gotta start off with this. Well, it snows in Alabama. It snows in Alabama, guys. It snows in Alabama.
Man,
what's really good, man? Let
me start off with this. All jokes
really
on the table at this point because Miami proved to everybody, including Stephen A. Smith, who came out today and said after Saturday night's game, Miami can beat anybody.
So now we're doing moral victory. I swear. Now we doing moral victory. I didn't know we were allowed. I didn't know the thing now. That's like going on the block saying, you know what? I almost sold this dope, but I almost sold this soap. I couldn't get it done. And no, by the way, we at Ryder Family do not drug selling or drug paraphernalia whatsoever. Cut that out, man. You were the moral victories. Now Stephen A. is moral victory man. Get out of here. Did he have moral victory for the Dallas Cowboys when they lost to the Jaguars this week, which we will talk about? No. He laughed off at the Cowboys this week. Moral victories. Now, I told you.
Check the sheets because I picked Jacksonville over Dallas. I picked Jacksonville.
Good. But I told you, Jay. I told you that the Miami Dolphins played very well. They did. But once again knows how to lose in the cold. And let's just be real about it. We got to if we're gonna sum up the whole pie, you might as well sum up the whole pie. All right. Start off with this game. Obviously, the Buffalo Bills. You watched it Saturday. It was 32-29. Ethan Twitty, give me your thoughts on this game as you saw it. And then, Bernard, I want you to tell everybody how you saw the game and what you felt in the whole 9 yards. So we're going to go first. Let's go, Ethan.
All right. I'll say this, though. This game was it was a battle between between two good teams. Let me tell you, coming down the stretch, down. I mean, we were down at one point, when we came back, and then I had told Jay about this, but I was like, as soon as it started snowing and we got the ball back with 6 minutes and we started running the ball, like we're gonna do the same thing we did to Baltimore. Tua's not gonna see the field again because we're about to drain it down and kick the field goal. So I mean, we gutted it out. It was a gritty win, but it wasn't pretty at all. But we got the W.
Thoughts right there from Ethan Tweedy. Jay, man, you kind of quiet. You still look. He rocking back. He got the shakes. You got the shakes a little bit, Jay.
Huh.
What's going on here? Explain how you felt about this Dolphins game.
So I agree a little bit with Ethan. I mean, it definitely was a battle. I mean, going into Buffalo is never an easy task. But this is what I saw from Miami, and they showed a lot of fortitude, I guess, in that game. I mean, that defense stepped up, and on both sides, I'm talking Buffalo and Miami, the officiating was horrible. I mean,
both sides.
Like calls that were just ridiculous on both sides. And, you never want to see a game that's decided because of officiating. You never want to see that, especially when you've got, two really good teams playing and they've already got the elements to go against them to begin with. And then on top of that, now you got to go against poor officiating. That never works out well. But, from what I saw, Miami, their defense stepped up. They made some really good plays. At the end of the day, Buffalo did what they needed to do, and that was to keep Tua off the field. They ran the clock, which I knew they were going to do it. I said, as soon I saw 6 minutes, I'm like, forget it. I'm like, Buffalo is going to run clock on us. They're going to run clock. They're going to get themselves in field goal range or even score a touchdown, and there's going to be either no time left or like 10 seconds. So that's great. I mean, strategy was, I give it to McDermott. Absolutely. Tua, I thought, played okay. I don't think he played exceptionally well, but I thought he played okay. The run game, we needed to do what we had to do against that bad defense, that bad run defense, and we did. But Buffalo also stepped up and made a couple of those stops that they needed to stop the run too against Miami. So I like I said,
they made the adjustment. Yeah,
the game was just. It was a hard-fought game. The snow definitely became a factor in the fourth quarter, no doubt. Tua was having some issues. He was having some issues. I've never seen Tyreek Hill drop as many passes as he did in one game. He never drops passes, and I think he dropped three balls. I think one of them was technically, Elam made a good play on it, but I still think that could have been a pass interference. But Jalen Waddle was definitely a factor, which I knew, and I don't understand why Miami is not making Gesicki a problem. I knew going in Buffalo was going to allow Knox to be a problem, which, again, Ethan, I was kind of concerned with Knox dropping balls on your side. Mm-hmm. Like, that guy is automatic, and he was dropping balls. And I don't know if it was because of the weather, maybe because it's too cold, but I was surprised. Knox kills us because we've got no middle linebackers. We've got no linebackers to speak of. And
that's why I'm with you. I think if they had used a Gesicki, that would have been a bigger piece. I don't understand that he's been a non-factor most of the year.
Well, the reason why I think, or in McDaniel's mind, the reason why they don't use Gesicki as much, especially against Buffalo, is for some reason he's afraid to throw Poyer's way. And he knows that Poyer's going to shut down Gesicki or any smaller tight end that, a team can throw at you guys. So I think that's part of just a mindset that McDaniel has. But I would have at least tested Poyer a lot more than what they did. But, the guy's got respect for me, too. I think Jordan Poyer is a hell of a player. I think Trey White is not as good as people think he is, but I mean, it is what it is. But overall, it was a good game. I mean, trust me, it was a heartbreaker for me. I woke up Sunday morning and I literally thought that, I was back in 8th grade and my girlfriend crush, broke my heart again. I mean, it was horrible. I was pretty much depressed the whole day. But then New England played, and that made me feel a whole lot better.
I see you love company. Misery loves company. I see. First and foremost, right off the jump, let's be clear on a couple things. Number one, Buffalo Bills play like crap in this game for majority of it until the very end of the game. In the beginning, it looked smooth, but it wasn't on
You're
point.
making excuses, Torch, for Buffalo. Buffalo's been playing like this for like 4 weeks straight. So
All
is
right,
that
I'm about to give you the quick mute button if I made another excuse while I'm sitting up here dogging the Bills right now. Number one, no excuses for the Buffalo Bills. All right, like I said, they play like dog crap. They have been, and I mentioned it since the Packers game. I don't feel like that the Buffalo Bills has been on 100% on cylinder. Is any team on 100% cylinder? No, but at least 90%. I don't feel like the Bills have
I think if there's one team I would say, it would probably be Philly.
I don't feel like the Bills played 90% in any of these games lately. As of late, they start off kind of slow. What works, they go away from, and then they play this hero ball late in games where they're down like 8 or they're down, and then they got to come back to win football games. I don't like it. They leave a lot of meat on the bone. But with that being said, Jay Renat, that don't mean that I'm gonna let you talk about like you just talk.
So.
Is it just me? Is he choppy?
Yeah, he's choppy.
I am a little choppy. This radio station is a little choppy right now. But hold on a second. I got something for you.
Well, before you flap comes,
Man, do you hear me?
There we go.
First of all,
yeah,
Miami first of all is down.
We hear you.
A lot of in the secondary. First of all, no Needham, no Jones. We're missing guys.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So you was just sitting up here talking about Dre White and Jordan Poyer.
Hey, hold on. Wait a minute. I got something for that, Dre. When you read.
So you got a better player in the secondary than them? You, Jay Renat?
What's that?
Miami's got a better player in the secondary than us.
Do we have a better? Yeah, we have a guy named Xavier Howard. We've got.
All right. So Holland. Right now, hold on.
But
so right now, we're gonna put this in the comment section right now.
What happened?
No, I'm just typing.
Oh,
Xavier Howard.
Okay.
Or Dwight. Okay, y'all all see that. Everybody see that. Xavier Howard or Trey White. Put it in the comment section right now. All right. Yeah. All right. So number 2, you guys talk about the run game being dismal, run defense.
The last 3 years. I guarantee you, Howard.
Okay. You literally talk about run defense. You guys gave up 150 yards yesterday. You got 188 yards, but you gave up 150. So how are y'all any more different than the Buffalo Bills? Please tell me. It makes sense.
Listen, Buffalo knows how to exploit a weakness that makes them a good team. They ran Josh Allen at the end of the game because they knew a running quarterback, Lamar Jackson, running quarterback is going to kill Miami. They're gonna. It's good. We've got no linebackers. I've already just said this to Ethan. We've got no linebackers. There's no contain. I was getting pissed off Saturday night because I would have had Chubb lay back and spy Josh Allen while Phillips and Ingram rushed. They had the whole game. They were playing more of a wide, spread out defense like the Jets did, but they don't have the linebacking core that the Jets have, and that's the problem. And McDermott exposed that, and Allen saw it. Allen saw that, okay, I'm going to take this game over. That's the one thing, and believe me, Ethan, I love watching Josh Allen play. I think the guy is dynamic. I love watching him play. I'm actually a really big fan of Josh Allen. But
are you now? Hold on. I want you to come on national radio and now confess your love later for Josh Allen, sir. You owe me 3 Rise Up family shirts too, by the way, while you sit up here trying to be slick. You ain't slick. Now you want to give up. Now you want to give props to Josh Allen. Look at it. You hear this? Look at the comments. They said you was ducking last night.
I've always given props to Josh Allen. Mm-hmm. That kid is a thorn in my side because of the way he takes over the game. I've said this to Marcus. I said I consider Josh Allen almost like Michael Jordan-esque of the NFL. He can take over a game because he's the whole fucking offense. Are you kidding me?
There's a lot of teams that have a whole offense with their quarterback. Josh Allen ain't the only one. You making it seem like because they allow their star to shine that's a problem because he's the leader. You mad because he lead in a great way? He wins games. Should he run a little less? Sure. Should the running game run a little bit more? Sure. But what you mad about, Jay Renai? You know what? Mike McDaniel's shirt should have been, I wish I had Josh Allen. That's what it should have been. It should have been, I wish I had Josh.
Who's mad about it? Who's mad about it?
You Miami Dolphins fans don't seem too thrilled.
I got a lot of respect for Josh Allen. Now, I will tell you this. He didn't cross that plane. I think that was a bad call.
I was on the field for that one. He crossed it.
I don't know how they judge that, but, dude, I don't care what tip of the ball. That did not look like he crossed the plane.
If the tip of the ball.
Dre said Dre was on the field. I was
literally on the field. If the tip of the ball touches the white line, it's a touchdown.
But at the end of the day, it didn't matter anyway because you would have been down by 2. You still kick the field goal, you win by 1. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. So it's not bothering me as much, but I still feel that was not a 2-point conversion.
Hey, Garland, what's good, my guy? Garland Robinson is on right now. They talking about you was ducking yesterday. They said, yeah, you was ducking yesterday. You was ducking. They also said Mahomes does it. Lamar Jackson does the same. Buffalo will piss me off if they keep relying on my boy Josh Allen. We have good running backs and wide receivers. Use them so my boy don't get hurt, said Ricky Graves. I agree. Buffalo's secondary is far better than Miami Dolphins secondary, period. Garland White said Trey White. Ricky Graves said Trey White. Straight facts. Any part of the ball that touches the line, it's a touchdown. That's right.
Fans are watching the show.
Oh, no. Don't do that. It's more than just Bills fans. Don't do that. Josh Allen was definitely over the line. All that matters is the ball going over the line. What's good, my guy? Absolutely. Jeremy, what's good, my guy? I see you as well. What's up? We will talk about that as well later on in the show. Jackson State, we'll talk about them too. Right now, we talking about this Bills-Dolphins game as the Buffalo Bills have clinched.
Hey, I got something.
I
got something, Dre.
Third time. Go ahead.
You were saying something about injuries a few minutes ago. I thought from week 3. I thought from the week 3 we were supposed to we weren't supposed to use the injury argument, Jay.
Who used the injury argument?
Bills fans were saying that after week 3, so that's what I'm saying. So, and he was saying the injuries last for Saturday.
Oh yeah. Well, first and foremost, the Buffalo Bills were Super Bowl
All
contenders
right, well,
because
all right,
hold on, Jay. The Buffalo Bills were Super Bowl contenders due to the fact that the Buffalo Bills was so deep in their roster. Their depth on their roster is the reason why they're Super Bowl contenders. And you're seeing it right now that the Buffalo Bills literally have had multiple injuries, which is no excuse because next man has stepped up. They've won games even with the next man stepping up. When Trey White wasn't there, Kaiir Elam was there, and they won games. They were 9-3 when Trey White came back. When you got Hamlin stepping up as much as he can. I mean, they ain't the greatest. I mean, Dane Jackson ain't the greatest, but they have played enough to win ball games. They've played well enough to win ball games, right?
He's garbage.
Okay, but they've played well enough to win games, right?
That Jackson?
Yeah, Jackson to me could be better, but they've played good enough to win games, right?
Waddle smoke. Was that White or was that Jackson?
That was White.
That was White.
That was White.
Yeah, that was White.
Speed kills, bro.
Yeah,
No doubt.
you know what else kills? You know what else kills?
If you watch that catch again, Waddle took it in the fucking second gear. He was gone.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You weren't even catching that guy.
No.
Yeah. What you expect? Miami got a good quarterback in Tua. He showed he could play in cold weather. He did. He definitely.
Now Tua can play.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Tua can play now.
So watch this. Here's something. It's still not Tua's time. Tua's time is coming though. All right. Jay, last year at this point, you were one game behind us. This year 3, who's better? Buffalo. Said L's kill 2, by the way. He said L's kill 2.
L's kill.
L's kills 2.
But you know, you guys knocking Miami, but like we literally had the toughest stretch of road games. What other team has had this kind of stretch? The 49ers at home? Really? The 49ers at home. And I don't care. I don't want to hear no Brock Purdy this and Mr. Irrelevant.
Oh, no. You don't want to hear that because you don't want to take the fact that y'all got y'all boot smoked.
Justin Herbert.
By Mr. Irrelevant.
At home. Fully stacked. He hasn't had a stacked team all season. And then against the Dolphins, he's got the stacked team. He's got a
stacked team.
He had all his guys back.
Yeah.
We got to go to Buffalo. So you tell me, sir. You tell me what team in the NFL has had that kind of a stretch this season, and let me know what their record was.
Well, the Bills have the greatest strength of victory at like over 500. So miss me with all that.
Yep, that's number 1. Number 2, the Bills had a tougher schedule this season so far, so miss me with all that too. That's number 2. But number 3, I give the Miami Dolphins props.
That's what I'm saying. I've been giving them props too. They're playing well.
Props. But Jay Renard, I just once again, you just got to remember, we told you this was coming. A month and a half ago, we told you this was coming when it was all good when the Miami Dolphins was on top of the division and all this. And we told you, Jay, it's still a whole nother half of football to come, whole nother season. Y'all went from being the leaders in the division, for Buffalo being 3rd place, to y'all now 3 games behind Buffalo, just that fast. And I mean, it was like a lightning bolt. I mean, it was a wrecking ball. I mean, Miley Cyrus couldn't have sung that better. Okay? let me just tell you. All right. With that being said, Tua put up 234 yards, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen put up 304 yards, 4 touchdowns, and Josh Allen had 77 yards rushing. Raheem Mostert had over 100 yards in the first quarter. And had 136 for the game. You gotta give Miami their props for the game plan that they had. Call them a wombalance. That's called football. Oh, shoot. Okay. With that being said, we got to move on to some other games. I just wanted to start it off with that game because we all know that that's going to be a rivalry for a long time coming.
Yeah. The two are now. I mean, Tua and Allen, that's going to be a rivalry for years and years.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely will be for sure. But let's talk about another game, an exciting game. This one is unbelievable. I'm still trying to figure out how the comeback kings continue to keep doing this. I'm trying to figure this out. Yes, the Minnesota Vikings down 33-0.
Hey, it's Matt Ryan.
Zip.
All right. So here's my thing with this. Everybody wants to pin these losses on Ryan. And I get it to some extent. You know, he didn't actually move the ball that well that whole second half, you know, to even get them in any kind of scoring range. But that defense has to be blamed. Both Atlanta's defense and this Indy defense. I mean, Ryan's part of those losses, but you can't pin it on Matt Ryan. That's why he loses these games.
Well, the problem is that they keep on going. They keep on. How do I say this right? They keep on going. They keep on going 3 and out. Of course, the defense is going to get tired.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's why you can shoulder some of it on Ryan, but Jonathan Taylor was out, so now their run game was gone. I mean, it's. I don't know. I'm a Matty fan.
Sir. I love that you're trying to take away. I love how you're trying to take away the blame from Matt Ryan. But you all know this, and this is real. Number one, when you're on the losing team, the quarterback takes the brunt of the blame. Number two, secondly, this didn't just happen once to Matt Ryan. This happened twice to Matt Ryan. So what you should already know. Hold on. What you should already know that you should already be definitely prepared for stuff like this, especially after the Super Bowl that you blew. You should have been prepared for this. Like, there's no way in hell that you sitting here with Jonathan Taylor in that run game, and you're telling me that you can't get.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, Taylor.
There's Monster. What's up, Monster?
I'm coming for you, baby.
That you can't get.
Yeah, I got the chains on, Mark.
You can't get 2 first down. Like, you can't move the ball at all. Like, you literally gave up 33-point lead in one half. Not even a half. It was like a quarter. It was like a quarter and a half. Matter of fact, let's look at the scoring track of this game. Minnesota scored 36 points and a half. Indianapolis had 3 points. Mind you, let's not remind you that Kirk Cousins also threw an interception in that half as well.
And they still put up 36.
And they still scored 36 points. And y'all still couldn't move the ball. And come on. Like, are you serious, Jay? That is definitely on Matt Ryan. That's definitely on the defense. It's on Matt Ryan. It's on
the whole team. The whole team.
It's on the whole team. But Matt Ryan gets the brunt of it because he's the quarterback of that losing team.
0 run game that second half. 0.
Oh, Matt Ryan had 0 run game. Did how many passing yards did Matt Ryan have? I'm just wondering. Just make it make sense for me. Make it make sense for me. You just talked about Josh Allen being the whole entire offense. Matty Ice is a legitimate stud at putting up numbers, and he's the leader of the team. And you telling me he couldn't complete a pass? 1 pass, 2 pass. Like, are you serious?
Had problems all season long. That's why he was benched, if you remember.
Matt Ryan is not their problem. Like, Matt Ryan had 0 turnovers. Like, Matt Ryan, that's not their problem. The problem is the whole team is shit. Like, that's the problem. Matt Ryan.
Their coach, they got an ESPN analyst as a coach too.
I agree. I agree.
For that
Hold on,
insight.
watch this.
That's what I said, Ryan.
No. Watch this.
An all shoulder on Matt Ryan.
Oh, no, it's not all shouldered on Matt Ryan, but Matt Ryan is the losing quarterback, in which this, Monster. Let's be clear.
That it was all on Matt Ryan.
No, I didn't say that.
No, nobody said that.
What you listening to, Jay? Right. What you listening to?
Fun fact about that game, Torch? Here's a fun fact. All right. Frank Reich had the biggest comeback in NFL history. The guy they fired, Frank Reich for, just gave up the biggest comeback in NFL history. It's fucking hysterical.
Yep.
It's hysterical.
I guess you guys shouldn't play on Saturday no more, Jeff Saturday. How about that?
We're going to be playing on Saturday, this Saturday.
Oh, by the way, Matt Ryan had less than 200 yards passing. You're telling me Matt Ryan shouldn't shoulder some blame? Please, come on, stop this right now. This is not going to go well for you if you sitting up here trying to tell me that Matt Ryan shouldn't get some blame for this. He definitely should get some blame.
What do
And
you think about Zach Moss, though? 24 carries, 81 yards. That's solid.
I mean,
he did well.
I mean, damn, that's 3.5 yards a clip. That's 3.5 yards a clip. That's great. You guys, that's good. You guys like 3.5 yards a clip?
Shit, considering the game we're talking about, like what else they got? Their second leading rusher was Jackson with 55 yards on 13 carries.
Well, I mean,
when you got no professional team. Listen. If you're down 33 points in the NBA, you're not fucking winning that game 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, damn right.
In the NFL.
Why is that? Why is that, Monster? Why is that, Monster? Because guess what?
Because good teams don't give up that lead. Like
there
once
you
you
go.
got the foot on their throat, you fucking press it to their throat. Like 33 points in the NFL is ridiculous, and most of it was in the second half.
And I thought Matt Ryan was supposed to be the ultimate game manager anyway.
No.
No.
Who was the ultimate game manager?
Team. Like they're not a good team.
Oh, they're not a good team. They're not a good team right now because they ain't got a real coach. I mean, they're not a good team. They're not a good team because they do fuck ass shit like this. That's why they're not a good team. Damn, like you just gave up a 33-point lead in one half and got your boot smoked at the end of the game. Like you literally got turnover. Kirk Cousins threw an interception, which should have been points on the board. You didn't.
Torch, I just sent you something in your DMs. You got to play this. This will make every fucking Bills Mafia fan just joyful. This is as good as it was to beat Miami. The fact that Patriots fans went absolutely apeshit was just the cherry on top. This thing, it's just golden, buddy. It's just golden. Like.
Oh yeah, somebody got on the John Madden. Somebody got that Madden thing on. Oh, okay, that's my guy Tank with the Madden joint on. I mean, you should know all about that on Fox, you know.
Yeah, Xbox Monster 9177. Come get it at that Madden, son.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, after they got their boots
for your bitch ass. Come get it at that Madden, son. I got something for you.
I mean, I'm just saying he should know all about Fox and Madden, especially after they got their boot smoked on Fox. The other day to the 49ers, which he having nightmares over that loss still. But nevertheless, we got to get to some more talk.
Where you go? I didn't even get to Miami yet.
We did that first.
Yeah, you missed it, but we'll go back to it later. The Minnesota Vikings, 11-3, just like the Buffalo Bills.
Fraud.
Okay.
Fraud. Right. You look at Minnesota's defensive and offensive rankings in the NFL, they're not near the top. All right, their defensive rankings are near the bottom. They're not a good team. They play in a fraud conference. You got the Eagles, you got the Cowgirls who are halfway decent, and then what do you got?
Wait a minute, are they? They just lost to Jacksonville.
All right, well, what do you got after those two teams? The NFC is not strong. Okay, San Francisco's good, but do you think Brock Purdy's going to bring it in the playoffs? No.
They just did. Well, they just win the division, so they're in the playoffs.
Yes.
You think Brock Purdy's going to bring in the playoffs, Torch?
Yes.
Against who?
I do. Listen,
look at the last two teams he played and where their defensive ranks, and what do you think he's going to do against a top-flight defense?
Monster. A few weeks ago, he just went up against Tampa Bay. That's a pretty good defense over there.
Wait a minute. Ethan, I'm glad that you mentioned that. I'm glad that you mentioned that, sir. I get it that all of these teams may not have the best of defense, correct? But all of the teams that Brock Purdy just played the 3 games all our playoff teams are on the cusp of the playoffs right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't downplay that part. What I'm gonna tell you is two things. One,
Yeah, but if you look at divisions like the NFC East, like those are playoff teams, but they're still shit. Like
Oh my God.
Redskins, like you can't.
Are they though? I mean,
look
are
at
they?
Tampa Bay's division. What's their
No,
record?
those teams are shit. Those
Yeah,
teams
the
are
NFC
shit.
is majority shit.
But in NFC East or not?
Yeah, nah. NFC East is definitely popping this year. They got mad
Yeah,
about being the
Cowboys.
NFC least.
All right, yeah, you got the but that's what I'm saying. Like you look at the rest of the NFC. Like you got a division led by Tampa Bay, who's just garbage. That whole
It's
division
6-8.
is fucking garbage.
Yeah, they should throw that whole division out.
Right, that's the teams. Like I'm saying, you can't look at strength of schedule in NFC.
Yeah, but that's not who Purdy beat though. Well, Tampa, but other than that, but
He beat Tampa, Miami, and he turned around and smoked
Seattle
off of Seattle, who was a playoff bound team just last week too. He smoked all three of them. I mean, let's be clear on that. I'm going to tell you two things. One, two things resonate in travel in the playoffs, and you know this. One is running game, two is defense. The second thing about the 49ers that really, really intrigues me is that they've had less talent and made the Super Bowl. They've had less talent and made the NFC Championship game. And I'm going to be honest with you, the way Brock Purdy has been throwing the ball, he hasn't been that bad. I mean, Jimmy G is not too much better than Brock Purdy. If you look at the way they've played, he's not too much better. So
with the team that's around him, he just has to be a game manager at best.
Yes, I'm telling you now, the San Francisco 49ers are an NFC Championship team right now, even with Brock Purdy, and you better watch because Philly really hasn't played too many great defenses either. And when you run into a defense that's stout like the 49ers, which we'll talk about later, you're going to have some problems. You're going to have some problems.
Right. I mean, they have a great defense, but you put their offense against our offense, you scared?
Okay, so the 49ers, let's be clear on something, though. The 49ers have four top 7 players, player calibers in each position. Let me name them. Juszczyk.
On defense, right?
On offense. Juszczyk is a top 7 fullback.
Fullback.
Hold on. I said 4. And if you don't think fullbacks matter, watch this. Christian McCaffrey, top 7 runner in the league. Deebo Samuel, top 7 receiver in the league.
Dog.
Nah, yes, he is. Stop it.
No, I'm saying. I'm agreeing.
Right, okay. And number 4, George Kittle, top 7 tight end in the league. And they're all on offense. And I didn't even name Elijah Mitchell. I didn't name him. I didn't put him in the picture yet, who can run the football very well. And I did not mention what's his name?
Ayuk.
Ayuk. I didn't mention Ayuk or none of them. Who's been playing very good at the number 2 and number 3 slot position. So let's be clear on something. Don't sleep on the 49ers. Let's sleep on the 49ers, and the 49ers will be right back where they've been for 3 out of the 4 years that we've had playoffs in the NFC. Super Bowl, NFC Championship game. Let's be clear. Be mindful and be careful on that. All right? Now, with that being said, a team that can't score without Lamar Jackson, we got to talk about these Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, man.
Ooh,
that's what I'm saying. And you're looking at the 49ers. They played the Rams, who are shit, Denver, who's shit, Seattle, who's shit, and Chicago. Like, that's their last 4 games. Like, you're banking Brock Purdy on a Super Bowl with that fucking schedule? Like, come on. Their defense.
Purdy didn't play those games. Purdy didn't play those games.
Their defense, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong end of the schedule. I'm sorry. That's my
last 3, yeah.
Right. I was about to say, look at the last 3.
I'm looking at 1 through 4, and that's my fault. All right. Seattle, Tampa Bay, Miami, and New Orleans. Like, are these championship teams? Are these teams that scare you?
Oh, he didn't. Well, Jimmy was in there for New Orleans, but
yeah, because the last 3. Do any of those teams scare you? That's what I'm saying. The NFC is depleted. It's a weak fucking conference. You
which
take
is
the 3 top teams, and the rest of them is shit. You can't do that with the AFC. We
Right,
seem to
but that's
play a
why-
better
right.
conference.
My
But-
preseason prediction was Philly and Buffalo in the Super Bowl. That's what I still want to see. I want to see Philly and Buffalo in the Super Bowl.
I don't
Just
think
wanna
it's
see
gonna
who
happen.
loses to Philly, you prick.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm gonna be honest. I like Philadelphia, but I don't think that
You think San
Philadelphia.
Fran beats Philly?
Yes,
You're out of your fucking mind, but you're a
I'm
Green
not.
Bay fan, so
I'm
yeah.
not. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn. I could be a Green Bay fan to here to eternity.
You
And I'm telling you right
come
now,
on, George.
Monster,
Come on, George.
Monster.
With the
Monster,
number
you
one
ready?
defense, they can
I
beat
mean,
anybody
let's be
with that
clear.
number one with
You
that
can't-
defense.
Right.
You still
Ethan,
gotta score
please,
fucking points.
Ethan,
You think
please
Brock
tell
Purdy-
me. Please tell me I don't have premise for why the 49ers could very well beat the Eagles. Please tell me.
You have premise.
Last I checked, they've had less talent and literally went to the NFC Championship game. Literally knocked off number 1 seeds. Literally went to the Super Bowl with less talent. Don't think that the Eagles can't be beat. I tell you what, Jalen Hurts likes to
You
run,
don't
right?
think San Fran can't be beat.
Eagles can be beat.
No, they can. They can. But the San
course they
Francisco
can.
49ers give me a solid
Given Sunday.
foundation. They give me a solid foundation. If Jalen Hurts doesn't run for 100 yards, which he has, I think he has a lot of yards this
But
season.
they still
running,
have
right?
Sanders. Sanders can run just as well.
Okay. Okay, so watch this. I want you to tell me what's Philadelphia's run defense.
Good job, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. What's Philadelphia's run defense compared to San Francisco's? Because I'm gonna tell you right now that San Francisco could stop Miles Sanders from running. If you don't think so, you're crazy. Right now, that front four is vicious. You know this.
I know because San Francisco has a hard time defending an RPO.
Oh, do they? The same team that was running RPO with Greg Roman has a tough time defending it.
The 49ers are number 1, followed by the Bears, the Bengals, and the Bills.
Right. So give me where the Eagles are on run defense.
14th.
Oof.
Bro.
McCaffrey and Mitchell.
You're middle of the pack. You're middle of the pack. Again, 2 things travel.
Right, well, you're not rushing.
you want to
The
roll.
passes to McCaffrey. That's not rushing.
He can run though. You know McCaffrey can run.
Wait a minute. The passes out of the backfield counts as almost the same thing as being a run game.
Yes.
Statistically, it's not.
No, it's not.
We're talking straight run game. If we're talking screen pass game and short ditch game, yeah, the Patriots did that to us for years. That was their run game.
But it's also a complementary to running is the screen game. We all know this. But let's not pretend like San Francisco can't run. Elijah Mitchell is phenomenal running the football.
So is McCaffrey.
is phenomenal running the football now. I'm telling you that if I'm on the road and I'm San Francisco, I'm running play action for Purdy all day long. Because guess what? The Philadelphia Eagles got to cover every inch because Deebo Samuel can not only receive, but he also can be used in that run game, that reverse game, that trick. What do we call that? The exotic package. The exotic packages, the offensive exotic packages. You got to watch all that.
Deebo's top 5, Torch?
I think he's top 7, not top 5, top 7. I think
Okay.
last year he was top. His numbers last year was in the top blink 5. I'll give him top 7 this year. But I'm telling you, you got to watch out for all that. This offense that San Francisco has is, I think, a top 7 offense as well, if we not mistaken. Somebody look up the stats. I mean,
Hold on.
I mean, we being honest here? Like, you think they can't beat the Eagles? I think they can. I think they're the other team. I mean, we watched Washington win.
Hey, no one's saying they can't beat the Eagles. No one's saying that. But I think if it's home field advantage and Philly's got the home field advantage, yes, I think Philly wins that game.
you say top offense or rushing offense, Torch?
Top offense in the league.
Kansas City 1, Buffalo 2, Philly 3, Detroit 4, Miami 5, Jacksonville 6, San Francisco 7.
7. I said top 7. San Francisco 7. Good.
No,
I'm
you
glad.
said top 7 on Devo.
Okay. Yeah. Top 7 players. Top 7. Okay, I said top 5 offense. Top 7 offense. That's fine. You're number 1 in defense and number 7 in offense. And that doesn't travel on the road. Matter of fact, San Francisco plays better than me on the road. They play more disciplined on the road. There's no for me, to be honest with you, there's more pressure for Philadelphia to win that home game against San Francisco than San Francisco.
Get out of
No,
here.
did we not just watch San Francisco knock off multiple people last year on the road? We watched San Francisco literally do it.
Yeah, they knocked the Packers out.
We literally watched them do
Then
it.
after that they lost to the Rams, but yeah.
They lost to the Rams, the Cinderella Rams, in which the Rams could run and had definitely had great defense that year.
Let's
Plus
talk
on top
about
of
that for
that,
a second, Torch. The Cowboys, the Bills, the Giants, everybody interviewed Odell Beckham, but he didn't sign anywhere. You know what that tells me? Odell Beckham's not healthy. He's not ready. That's why he didn't sign. It's not a fucking, I'm going to stall out and try to get the biggest deal. Like it was brought up in Dallas. They don't think he's ready. Like he's not medically ready to fucking play yet. So that's why the team is trying to pass on Odell Beckham. I think he's simply not ready. He's not healed yet.
He's not gonna. I don't think he's not gonna play until 23.
I agree.
yeah, a lot of people passed on him. And you know what? San Francisco, that would have been a move for San Francisco too. If they'd have picked up Odell, that'd have been a move.
The thing about Hurts is Hurts doesn't have to run. He doesn't have to run. He will run, but he doesn't have to. That's the biggest difference. You got all these other teams that have running quarterbacks. They technically have to run. Hurts doesn't have to run in the game.
Yeah.
But do they? Do they really though? I mean, the Bills. Okay, so you saying that they have to run? I think the Bills do that because it's predicated on him. I don't think that they have to run as much as he do. I think they do that. No, it's not. It's not. You want to know why? You want to know why? We've literally watched James Cook when he gets his chances. You've seen what he's done. You listen. Devin Singletary and James Cook literally average 5 yards a carry. Come on, let's be clear on this. Let's be real.
Let's monster with this because I'm telling you right now, Allen has to run.
Monster.
Oh, he doesn't?
Do you believe that? No, he don't, man. Y'all keep trying to.
I don't give a fuck.
You should.
No, Allen doesn't have to run.
Thank you.
But what I'm saying is, listen, shut up. But listen, the player he is, he takes it out of the coach's hands. Like there's times he's not supposed to run where he just fucking runs. Right? Like, it's not up to us. We don't call those plays. He just runs. That's who he is. Like, we can't control that.
Exactly. There's a big difference between has to run and wants to run.
For Allen, like they do with Lamar Jackson, but he still has to run every game.
So let me ask you this, Jim Renault. When you come down to Lamar Jackson, Justin Fields, you come down to all those quarterbacks, they run and it's a dynamic, fantastic offense. But when you come to Buffalo and Josh Allen, they don't have a run game. We do the same shit they do. Justin Fields runs more.
We're the only team. That every game this year we've had over 100 yards rushing.
Jalen Hurts, same thing. He runs all game and it's awesome. But Josh doesn't if Buffalo doesn't have an offense.
I mean, come on, guys. What are we doing here?
Yeah, I call that.
No, what are we doing?
You know what we're doing?
Wait a minute. What are you doing? Josh does not have to run. That's what we're trying to understand here.
Right.
And get about 50 yards rushing.
Okay, Josh Allen makes plays.
And as I was saying earlier, Jay, there's a difference between has to run and wants to run.
That's true. That's true. Very true. Y'all got to decipher the
post-game show last week, Torch. Like There's
Decipher
plays
the
that Josh
difference.
Allen's not supposed to run. He just tucks it and runs because that's what he does.
Yeah. Remember we had the conversation about Josh Allen wanting to shine. Remember that? We said that Josh Allen sometimes puts himself first. That's exactly why Josh Allen runs the way he does, because Josh Allen still has the chip on his shoulder. I'm telling you now, you can best believe it. Sean McDermott just spoke on it in press conference that sometimes he doesn't even want Josh to run, and he's doing it. That's not okay. Lamar does it a bunch of times. I mean, a bunch of times. But are you mad because Josh Allen actually, and that's a good comment, are you mad because Josh Allen takes charge at times when he needs to take charge? Because I know for a fact that Lamar Jackson has ran for over 1,000 yards. Nobody has said one word about that. I know for a fact Justin Fields has over 1,000 yards right now. Nobody has said one word about that.
The thing is that he doesn't have to. He runs when he runs. It's because the play breaks down. It's not designed runs. They don't put design runs in there for him anymore. It's not a lot. I mean, once in a while, but not like every week like Lamar does.
And I said that on our pregame show, Torch. Remember, the thing that might fuck us in the future is that on the last drive of the game, Josh takes it into his own hands, which means Diggs isn't an option, Dawson Knox isn't an option, Singletary isn't an option, Gabe Davis isn't an option. If Josh chooses to grab that ball, tuck it, and run, Josh is the only option at that point. So either Josh makes the play or Josh doesn't. And that's what bothers me sometimes. Remember I said that, Torch? Josh has options, but sometimes he tucks it and runs. When Josh decides to tuck it and run, every person on the offense is out of it. There's no options. You either make that play or you don't, and that's what bothers me. Because we've seen sometimes Josh makes the wrong decision. He throws the fucking interception or he makes the wrong play. And that's what worries me. Josh takes the game into his own hands when he doesn't need to. He doesn't utilize his weapons. And that might bite us in the ass down the road. But as fantastic as an athlete as Josh is and what he is with his decision-making, it hasn't bit us in the ass yet. And I'm hoping it doesn't. But he's absolutely right. Josh runs when he has to, not when he wants to. But there's times where he runs and he doesn't need to. But Josh has that mentality, and that takes everybody else out of our offense.
Can I ask you a question, Jay Renard, real quick? Hold on, Jay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question real quick. Are you mad because you was the same person that was up here talking about the Bills had the worst run offense, yet your team averaged 89 yards rushing a game?
Like 8 spots behind us, player.
And it's about soft as donuts, this donut that I'm about to eat. Your run game has been soft as donuts this year.
Right. You talk about the Bills' run defense. We're like 6 spots better than you.
You're not talking about the Dolphins, are you?
Yeah, we're like 6 spots better at run defense than you.
And run offense. Your run offense is 90 yards per game.
Yeah, you said that, but yet we had 110 yards rushing in the first quarter against Buffalo.
And then you put up. Then he had 6 carries for like 12 in the second half.
That.
Right, but where was he in the second half when you lost? They gave it to Mostert 6 times. Is that on your coach? He rushes for 100 yards in the first half, and then in the second half, you give it to him 6 times. And you lose.
Damn.
Is that on us or is that on your coaching staff?
Sounds like it's on somebody's coaching staff.
It's not on us. It was working in the first half. You went away from it in the second half. We didn't take it from you. You went away from it.
I agree. I agree, but I think they were trying to get the passing game going once they had the run game going, and it just
I'm sorry, but that's what killed you, because we couldn't stop the run, so that they should have just kept pounding it down our throat.
And that's the difference between Bill Belichick and Mike McDaniel.
Bill Belichick, what a Sunday he had, boys. What a fucking piss he had in the last second. You dumb motherfucker. Like, what is that? You're taking the ball down, you go to overtime. You're going to throw laterals like it's the fucking college. Like, what are you doing? Like, Bill Belichick for Bill Belichick to come out and say, we didn't run that play because Mac Jones can't throw it deep was perfect. It was
in a dome, monster. They were in a dome.
Yeah,
So
Brandon
that's
Jones
a
can't throw it deep in a dome.
So that's a perfect segue to talk about the next game right here, the Patriots Raiders game. Hilarious, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, I was sitting here trying to imagine how that press conference went with Bill Belichick. You know, Bill Belichick is already one of the most personable guys during press conferences. So,
Especially
Bill,
when they
did you-
lose.
So, Bill, did you really draw that up? Was that a Philly special light play? Was that a Philly special light play? Next question. Next question.
He's got nothing. Brady
It
left him.
doesn't-
He's got nothing. So as far as the Brady Belichick fucking argument goes, you know who wins that argument. You know who wins it. He was a
It's
sub
Brady.
500 coach at fucking Cleveland before he got Brady. Like, Brady made you. How many times did Brady pull you out of the fire and win fucking games? And it's just, you can't do shit. Belichick's not that fucking guy. You're a defensive genius, but that's the last play of your game? Like, no. Like, that's bullshit. You think Jacoby Myers threw that out of his own free will? No. Somebody told him to make a fucking play. Like, Belichick doesn't run that team. Belichick doesn't have just be willy-nilly and try to figure it out and make a play. No, Bill Belichick's not like that. Bill Belichick is scripted. He's fucking to the point. So the fact that they ran that play, the last play of the game, and pissed it away, it's so glorious. Like, I had an erection already from the Bills winning.
Oh,
and then
Jesus.
The Patriots just put the cherry on top. It was fucking fantastic.
But really, though, is Brady really the winner of that? Because let's be clear.
Brady went down to Tampa. Wait a minute. Brady went down to Tampa and won in the first season.
Let me finish. Yeah, they had to stack the whole entire damn team in the roster for him to win that Super Bowl too.
And
Let's be clear on that.
that's his fault?
Hold
You're
on,
sitting
time
here
out.
right now,
That's not-
George, and tell me
No,
that
sir.
Brady and Belichick. No, fuck all that. Brady made
Yeah,
Belichick,
I'ma tell-
and we're seeing it
No.
now.
No, sir. I disagree. Here's my
bullshit.
argument. Ready?
What's your
No,
proof?
I'm not. Hold on. I'm not. Let me make the argument. I'll give you premise. I love giving premise. You telling me the first 3 championships is in Belichick?
This fucking heat that gets shut off.
I'll wait. The first 3 championships is Belichick. Believe that. You can stop that.
How?
The first 3.
How?
Tom Brady. Hold on. Tom Brady literally had freaking what's the quarterback out here? Doodle ass quarterback out here numbers in those playoff runs. His best playoff game in the first half of his playoff career when he won those 3 Super Bowls was against Carolina, literally in the Super Bowl when he had 300 some yards in that one game. That's it. Belichick, those first 3 Super Bowls is all Bill Belichick. Literally Bill Belichick. No question.
I agree. 100%.
That defense, 100%, all 3 of them Super Bowls is his. The last 3 years, though, in New England, when they won those Super Bowls against, who was it? Atlanta, Seattle.
And the
Who
Rams.
else? And the Rams? Oh, the Rams Super Bowl is definitely Bill Belichick. Are you serious? Dude, they scored 13 points. The Rams only scored 3. That ain't Brady. Are you serious?
No.
Come on, man. We talking about 4 Super Bowls on Belichick's head. And you telling me Brady's the better one? Nah, man. He went to Tampa, got that team stacked, and won
Who
a
went
Super
out there and
Bowl.
made the plays? Who went out there and made the plays? Belichick
The
or Brady?
defense. The defense. The defense. Even in the Atlanta comeback, if the defense don't step it up and stop that offense, there's no talk of a comeback whatsoever.
It was pretty easy for them to make the stops when they stopped running the ball. Atlanta did.
Yeah, but you know what? He also made the adjustments. You also got to make adjustments. I think people hang their heads on coaching, but coaching really matters. Coaching fucking matters. You've seen this too many times,
It
bro,
does.
where
And during
coaching
those
really
first 3
matters.
Super Bowls, who was the Patriots defensive coordinator?
Right, Patricia? No.
No,
Oh,
not Romeo
Patricia
Cornell.
was the offensive coordinator.
It wasn't Romeo Cornell, was it?
Yeah.
You tell me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
Romeo.
Cornell. In Cornell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can't sit there after all this body of work and tell me that those Super Bowls in the end did not fall on Brady. They fell on Belichick. Bullshit. Because we're seeing right now.
The first three.
Said, Bill Belichick's the greatest coach ever. Tom Brady's a game manager. He just throws dinks and dunks and blah, 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 which is what he did. That's not bullshit. All right? Brady was the dink and dunk guy. He fouled you 10, 15 yards or what have you. So you cannot tell me the first three Super Bowls were because Bill Belichick was the better fucking coach. Like, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry, Torch. It's not going to happen. Not in my house. You can't tell me they won those because of Belichick. Listen to me. You put Mac Jones in those fucking Super Bowls, do they win them? Do they win them?
No.
No.
I think so.
You put Drew Bledsoe in those Super Bowls, do they win them? No. You put Kobe Brissett.
Yes.
Drew, yes.
Bledsoe was a quarterback.
Yes. What? Yes. Stop it. Monster.
No.
Monster. Okay. So I gotta do this because I love it. Listen, I love it. I love the debate, man. I love the debate because we had this. Listen, I love this debate right here because we got.
While you're pulling up, but you got to pull up, Dre. Let me say something real quick. Belichick, the head coach. Belichick, the head coach, is one of the best head coaches of all time, no doubt. Belichick, the GM, is straight garbage.
I would agree with that.
And that's why the team. Part of the reason why the team stinks now because they can't make the right selections in the draft, or can't go. They signed 2 tight ends for like $100 million, and they ain't doing jack diddly squat out there.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. I agree 110%. But hold on, you know what, Monster? We just may have to on Thursday. Literally say this for a topic so that we can pull up all the stats so we can have this. Matter of fact, Thursday night, y'all, Rise Up Unlimited Radio. If Monster come on, we're going to have this debate on Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. We got to have this debate.
I'll take the stats out and stick them up your ass. That's fine.
That's fine. As long as afterwards I get to put them right up under that damn Santa Claus hat that you got on. Santa Claus hat.
What's gonna happen is you gonna look at the stats and you're gonna realize Monster's right and you're gonna switch the
no, hell no.
Yeah,
that ain't happening.
Yeah, you will.
I don't concede. You know me, I ain't concede. Now, the Eagles was too much to bear for the Chicago Bears.
Well done with the pun.
Yeah, you like that pun? Yeah, man, they was too much to bear. Chicago Bears should have had this one. They had him on the ropes, and they let him off the ropes. I mean, Jalen Hurts versus Jalen Fields. All right, Jalen Fields had 95 yards rushing.
Who?
Justin.
I'm sorry, I'm mixing the two. Justin Fields and Jalen Hurts. See, I'm mixing
all black people sound alike. That's racist, Dre. Don't say that.
Oh,
I'm sorry. You know what? I apologize. We here at the Rise Up family do not condone racial slurs or comments whatsoever. All right, but now Jalen Hurts, 3 touchdown runs, 61 yards, 17 carries. Hey, Jay, wake it up. Are you okay with Jalen Hurts running the ball 17 times? Huh?
What about it?
What about it?
What about it? Jalen Hurts runs the ball 17 times with 61 yards, and you don't have nothing.
But if Josh Allen ran it 17 times, he'd be laughing.
Right, that's the whole offense is Josh Allen.
Wake it up. Wakey, buddy.
Rely on Gabe Davis with his 3 receptions a game.
I don't even want to talk about Gabe Davis right now.
Where's Mike Gesicki been this year, buddy? Where's Mike Gesicki been this year?
Right. How do we get on Gabe Davis?
Hey, you weren't here. We already talked about that.
I 100% agree with you. I have no idea. The guy's like falling off the map, man.
No, I can tell you what it really is. Gesicki pissed off. He gonna go somewhere else. Watch. He gonna be pissed. All that damn waddling y'all want to see in Miami. Y'all want to keep seeing this shit.
The Penguin crap.
And
I
Mike
got Waddle
Gesicki
in my
said,
fantasy. I'm not disappointed.
and
I got Waddle in my
Gesicki
fantasy.
said, show me the ball or show me the damn money, Miami. We tired of this, tired of that crap. You ain't even using him. He had one target. Target.
I mean, Smythe is more part of the game plan than Gesicki is.
Oh, that's pathetic. And that's pathetic.
Yep.
Right, but why?
That's pathetic.
Why?
I don't know
explain it.
why. I have no idea. I can't understand it myself.
Hold on, watch this. Why'd you rob that bank? I don't know. Can't understand it myself. Why'd you take a shitter in the female's bathroom? I don't know. I can't explain it. Like, are you kidding me right now? Are you gonna have to give me better than that, bro? You gonna have to give me way better than that, bro. I don't know. That guy is a phenomenal tight end, and he just falls off the face of the universe.
You're gonna go with that. You go with that.
Go with what?
Why aren't the Raiders using Devontae Adams? Like
They
that
are
would
now.
waste. Devontae Adams is wasting away in Las Vegas.
Oh, because the team is garbage.
Derek Carr is complete crap.
Yep.
I literally told y'all that Devontae Adams should have never went to the Raiders because the Raiders do nothing but destroy receivers. I've been said this.
Well, let's be honest. Let's look at the rest of Miami's schedule. Miami's got the Packers, easy dub. The Patriots, easy dub. The Jets might be tough because it's a division rival. So Miami's got a favorable schedule for the last 3 weeks.
We do.
Okay, well, good. Oh, do they? Oh, do they really?
So if they win 3 in a row, they'd end up 11-6.
Watch this. Favorable schedule. I'm glad that y'all just writing off the Packers next week against Miami.
Oh, that's not the Packers.
They're having trouble beating the Rams right now, Dre.
Yeah, please. You're gonna throw the pack. Come on, the Packers, really? First of all, Miami's back at home, so that matters. And the Packers absolutely are garbage.
Are they?
Yeah,
Same team.
I agree with you or no. Like, what of the Packers scares you?
he's not like what on Green Bay? Like Monster just said, what scares us about Green Bay? What?
Nothing.
There's
Nothing.
zero.
But you know what? You know what team said that recently? Hold on. You know what team said that recently?
Dallas Jacksonville game, right?
The Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
Don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
Don't pretend like Green Bay can't beat them now. Don't pretend like Green Bay can't beat Miami.
Torch,
Hey,
relax.
all you got Jay, hold on. Damn, it's the NFL. You know damn well it's any given Sunday.
Damn right. It's a week-to-week league. You know this. The Jacksonville Jaguars just proved that last week. It's a
but
week-to-week league.
Jacksonville actually has been playing really good ball the last 5 weeks.
That's good. You know who else has been playing really good ball too? And it's still a week-to-week league. The Detroit Lions. It's still.
Oh my gosh, that was nuts.
Detroit is actually scary. I wouldn't want to play Detroit in the playoffs.
I wouldn't want to play him right now either. I'm glad we played him. I'm glad we played him on Thanksgiving. We got out of there before they got really good.
What I was about to say to Monster is Miami needs to win at least 2 out of these last 3 to get the fuck out of that 7th seed, because we don't want to be going to Kansas City. We'd rather be seeing Cincinnati or Tennessee.
Why not? If you're a that team and Tua's that guy, throw your balls on the table and go beat Patrick Mahomes. Fuck it. If you guys are going to win the Super Bowl, Jay Renaud, Tua's got to go in there and slap his balls on the table and take that dub. Fuck who you got to play. If you're a champion, to be the best, you got to beat the best. Bang, that's it.
Monster, you know as well as I do, Miami's not a Super Bowl team yet. They're not.
Well, Chris Collinsworth thought so on whatever Sunday night.
A lot of these national broadcasters talk out of their ass.
Mark Sanchez. Like Mark Sanchez, like you're a butt fumble guy for the rest of your life. You have no credibility on broadcast. You have no credibility on what you say about football. You're the
Oh,
fucking
Mark
butt
Sanchez.
fumble guy.
Yeah, that
That's
was
all
that
you're
was
ever
just
gonna be.
awful.
Now, let me just say
Like
this.
Tony
real quick.
Romo. People ride Tony Romo's dick. Like Tony Romo is the best color analyst. Well, let me ask you this. What did Tony Romo do significant during his career? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing, Marcus Betts. He's another cowboy, Marcus Betts. Tony Romo didn't do shit. You could love fucking Tony Romo's broadcasting and his analysis. Yeah, you can read the play from the sidelines, but you can't read it when you're on the fucking field playing when it matters. Yeah, so sit Tony Romo up your ass.
Hey, listen, I just want to say this real quick. Jay Renard, it's time for the cold, hard question.
Oh, here we go.
Mm-hmm. Jay Renard. On this side, you have 0%. On this side, you have 100. If I was to move this hand to this side, how confident are you that the Miami Dolphins will even make the playoffs?
Oh, 100%.
Whoa.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard that. 100%. Now watch this.
Witnesses.
100%.
Jay Renard, you do know who you played the last week of the season?
Jets.
Yeah, we play the Jets.
That game will be that game will be for the playoffs. I guarantee. Watch.
No, it will not. That game will not matter.
Okay. Okay. Jay. Watch this. Jay.
In the beginning of the year, the game that's going to matter is the one in Foxborough. That's going to be the game that matters.
Okay, watch this. So you got the Patriots coming up, right? I'm gonna tell you this one more time. I'm gonna say this once again. By the way, the Patriots is 7-7 and only one game behind you. I'm gonna say this one more time. Jay Renard, are you sure, 100% sure that this hand goes here with the Miami Dolphins making the playoffs?
Yeah, it's 100%.
Y'all all heard it.
Miami.
You all heard it, right? Jay.
Who do you think they beat out, buddy?
I
got
think
a one-game lead on the Patriots. You got a one-game lead on the Chargers. The Ravens are knocking. You got the Ravens. You got the Browns. Like it's you got the Titans. Like everybody's in your realm. Like you're fighting with like 7 other teams for that spot, buddy.
Watch out now. I'm trying to tell you. Watch out now, sir. I'm telling you this. Would you want to make a wager to make it 6 or 0? We could go 6 or 0. You already owe me 3. If you win, if the Miami Dolphins make the playoffs, watch this hot take right here on Monday Night Madness. The Dolphins ain't making the playoffs, player. In fact, they're gonna just miss the playoffs.
That the Dolphins aren't going to make the playoffs.
Okay, because they're just gonna miss the playoffs. Watch what I tell you. The New York Jets, I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, you can sleep on the Jets if you want to. It's Sauce Gardner and them boys. You can sleep on them if you want to, but they've already proven that they can beat better teams in Miami.
What's that record? They 7-7?
Yeah, they're right there with you.
Yeah, we're still up. We're 8-6.
That
You're
game
up by one
doesn't
game.
matter though. Wait a minute. That game doesn't matter at the end of the year if you lose.
7-7.
Yes, but that game doesn't matter if you lose. You can't lose not another game. You lose a game and you go to the
bottom.
We're to
And you
lose
play?
1 game out of the next 3.
right. You can't lose 2. You can't lose 2.
If we lose
okay.
2, yeah, you're right. Absolutely. But we can lose 1.
Good. Okay. I'm just telling you, just watch. Divisional games are always the toughest.
We're going to win out.
Ooh,
We're going to win out. Team should be 11-win team.
okay. Just
The thing
remember.
The thing that scares me about Miami and Jay Renault is that you don't control your own destiny anymore.
You damn
Like the
sure don't.
Titans, like there's so many teams in the AFC that are ahead of you. The Titans, the Jags, the Ravens, like you know what I'm saying, the Chargers. Like you're right there with all those teams. You're in a dogfight, buddy. Like you're fighting for that last spot. None of these teams are going to lay down. And I'll tell you what, a couple of these teams.
Right now, we need that 7 spot.
Right. but you can't lose. Like
That's right on the cusp of missing the playoffs.
I'm telling you
you're in there
right
with
now.
those 5 other teams that are fighting for that last spot, and you guys all have similar records. Now, while you may go to a team and beat them, there's also a team like the Chargers that have an easy schedule that can go on and beat who they play. And again, you don't control your own destiny at this point. You can win the last 3 games of your season and still miss the playoffs, depending on what the rest of the AFC does. And that's what the big problem is. Tua could show up, the Dolphins could show up, and you can still miss the playoffs.
If we win out, we stay.
You don't. Look
We
at the
do.
AFC. Look at the AFC. Look at the tiebreakers. You don't. If you lose your last 3 games, you're out.
They beat already. Monster. If they end up at the same record, they did. Remember, they did beat Baltimore.
Okay,
that would be a leg up.
Over Baltimore. Okay, that I'll give you. They do have a tiebreaker over Baltimore. He is correct.
So
But you're in a dogfight.
Look at the standings right now. Miami is the 7th seed, which
Yes.
means if we win out, there's nobody that can be better than us.
no, nobody can be better than them if they win out.
That's
No, if they win out,
If
they win out, they'd either get 6th or 7th seed. Yeah.
Right. You can't lose 1 game. That's what Torch said. That's what I was getting to. You can't lose 1 game. All 3 of those teams at the end you have to beat.
You can't. You gotta beat them.
We can and we can't. I mean,
I don't know if you make the playoffs at 10 and 7.
out. I mean, who knows?
I all I'm gonna tell you is this: the only way y'all get lucky, even if you do lose 2 games, is if Baltimore drops the rest of the games. And after what I just saw against the Browns, Baltimore may be the team that's out. Baltimore
agree.
could very well be the team that's out.
Could be.
Baltimore
Depends on
could be the
how-
team
depends
that's
on
out.
how-
NFC, you'd be top 4. If the
Depends on how
Dolphins win the
quickly
NFC,
Lamar can
they'd
get
be top
back.
4.
I bet you they was at Lamar Jackson's door yesterday.
I want nothing more than to face Cincinnati in the playoffs, their ass, and then go to Buffalo.
If you get in, you're facing Kansas City. Just remember that.
Y'all really think? Wait a minute. Y'all really think y'all can beat Cincinnati right now?
Yeah.
What?
Woo! I don't know, man. That's tough. That's tough. Cincinnati is tough.
We should have. That was the game that Tua went out and then almost died. But we should have beat. We
He
should
shouldn't have been playing. He shouldn't have been playing from the previous game. But we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah. Why is your coach worried about snowballs when they let their quarterback on the field after getting his fucking brain scrambled? Like,
Oh man, you guys should be better than that. You guys throwing snow like that was like dumb.
Oh
man.
my gosh!
snowballs. It wasn't ice. It was dry, fluffy snow. Like, it's not gonna hurt anybody. Like,
Listen,
stop being a bitch.
Yeah.
on national
Yeah,
TV, these
Wasn't bad.
motherfuckers were literally building snow walls of snowballs. Are you
I'm
kidding?
sorry, but it was okay when we were 110 degrees sweating our dicks off on your sidelines when the fans didn't work. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Cancel
Y'all
this
too
guy's contract, Torch.
Y'all too funny.
You gave me the same shit you gave us in Miami, just opposite. You made us sweat our dicks off. We made you freeze your balls off. Too fucking bad. It's a push. Let's go.
The game at all. We're talking about objects, flying objects getting thrown.
Man.
We'll just be glad. We'll just be glad you're not the Patriot. We'll just be glad you're not the Patriots, or it'll be a dildo.
That's true. That's true.
You think our snowball made Tua more inaccurate? No. You think our snowball made your defense not run it in the second half? No.
Yeah, but there's no place in the game for that. There's none.
Bullshit. Buffalo's not the only place that snows. Green Bay, Chicago, Denver. Like, it snows everywhere. Stop bitching.
Apparently, a monster. Apparently, it snows in Alabama too.
What are
I
they?
guess so.
I just need y'all to tell me what. Hold on. I just need y'all to tell me what game did Tua play in the snow at Alabama? I just want to know.
I don't remember. I don't remember it. I'm an Alabama fan. I don't remember.
That was a stupid comment by Tua.
Yeah.
You got to admit. Saying that Alabama with the same snow as Buffalo before the game against Buffalo was just dumb. Like that was a stupid comment. You can't make that comment.
Hey, Jalen Phillips out there shirtless on the ground.
Well, yeah, he's trying to be the tough guy.
Hold on, watch this. Hold on, Jay Renard. Let's right now on Monday Night Madness. Was that a stupid comment by Tua? Yes or no? Go ahead and put it out there. Was that a stupid comment by Tua?
In Alabama,
I just want to know.
It snows in Alabama. He wasn't lying.
It averages 1.7 inches a year.
A year.
Right, but that comment, he's still accurate. It snows in Alabama. He didn't say that Alabama gets snow the same as Buffalo.
Wake up, bum-ass Jay Renault. Wake up, bum-ass Pats fan, Dolphins fan. It's not, no. You got nothing until you come to Buffalo and you face our snow. Until you face our snow, saying that it snows in Alabama is fucking ridiculous. That was a dumb comment. And we use it again. And for your coach to come out and say that, oh, I wish it was colder. Wake up, dumbass fucking Patriots fans, Dolphins fans, all you fans in the NFC. You don't face cold until you come to Buffalo. You don't face cold. And if you see the pictures of Tua on the sidelines, all like this is shit. He's freezing his balls off. It don't snow like that in Alabama, player. And you proved it. And you had your third
Hold on.
This warm ass cape that he had on. Do you see that? But that's okay. That's okay.
Hold on. Monster, hold on though. Monster, that's like, watch this. That's like I sold a dime bag today. I'm a drug dealer now. I sold the dime bag.
Sure got that paper down. Nino Brown.
Stop it, man. You gotta stop this, man. You make it all right. With that being said,
anyways, we got more games.
Clowns.
Yeah, you guys are hilarious. I can tell you what.
Damn well, Jay Renaud, when you seen that comment, you shook your head. You can't be like, oh, I saw that and was cool with it. You know damn well when Tua said, oh, it snows in Alabama, we'll be fine.
They're just trying to downplay it.
Shake your head. You've been a fan. You know what the weather's like in Buffalo. It's nothing like Alabama. You know damn well when Tua said that, you shook your head and you were like, oh, that's a fucking mistake.
Go ahead, Jay Renaud. Just admit that you downplayed
Wake up, Jay Renaud. Wake up. Tua's not that guy, pal.
Monster. Next season, I'm coming up to Buffalo. We're gonna watch this game next year.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Absolutely. I would love nothing more.
Yo, Monster.
I'm gonna hook up with you guys.
Monster, we gonna take them on the city tour. That's what we're doing. We giving them a city tour.
I got Jerry now. We gonna get him hookers, cocaine, all kinds of shit. He's gonna be fine.
Oh God.
Where
are you at? Where are you out of, Jay?
Boston.
Oh, I should have heard the accent. Yeah.
All right. With that being said,
Miami fan in Boston. How do you not get your car bombed?
Yo, listen.
If you live in Boston, and you haven't dicked rolled the Patriots, I respect you.
No, they have tea parties right in front of Jay Renaud's house. They have tea parties and shit right in front of his house. You fucking Miami Dolphins fan. Hell no. We gonna sip this tea and we gonna talk loud in front of your fucking house.
Hold on a second, let me get some.
Yo, my man, too funny. Yo, none of us is Saints today. I tell you what, none of us is Saints. Got to talk about this Saints-Falcons game. Do either one of them make the playoffs at this point?
It's that the fact that either of them can win the division is garbage.
Oh,
whoa!
Tannehill.
There we go. Let's go. That's my boy right
now. I'm going to tell you a story about this jersey that I kept. You see the tags are still on it, right? I ain't got no tags. The tags are still on it. Let me go hang it back up, and I'm going to tell you the story of this jersey.
All right.
And I guarantee you it's not a saintly story.
Now, there's a guy that Miami did dirty.
That's crazy.
So regardless of Miami, I ordered a couple of Marshawn Lynch Raiders jerseys because Marshawn Lynch is one of my favorite players of all time, and I wanted the Raiders jersey. So I ordered my Raiders jersey, and the people from China shipped me my Raiders jersey, and they shipped me a white Ryan Tannehill jersey. So I get this package and I'm laughing. So they send me an email. They're like, "Oh, we sent it to the wrong address. Just send it back to us." Blah 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 blah. Obviously, I didn't send it back to them because it's China and I already got my stuff and I paid for it. So fuck them. But I kept that jersey with the tags on because, hey, I'll be honest with you. I was a fan of Miami back in the day, and I loved when like Sam Madison and all those. They played in the white Miami jerseys. The white Miami jerseys are fucking clean. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I love the color scheme. The white Miami jerseys are clean. But I kept that jersey in my closet it's been in there for like 3 years. Now there was videos where I thought to myself, I could piss on it. You know what I mean? I can make it. I can make a jersey. But I kept it there. I kept it there because I like the color scheme of the jersey. But it's just funny that they sent a Bills Mafia fan a fucking Miami jersey. And they're like, "Oh, yeah, you'll do the right thing with it." Sure, I will. Sure, I will. But I just think that shit is funny that hangs in my closet because, hey, I'm not going to throw away a perfectly good jersey. You want that jersey, Jerry? No, give me your address. I'll send it to you free of charge. You can rock that fucker. Seriously, send me your address. I'll send you that fucking jersey. I got no use for it. It's still got tags on it. You want a Tannehill jersey? Be my guest, buddy. I'll give it to you.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah, I loved Tannehill back in the day. I loved him in Miami.
I had nothing but respect for him.
Yeah, they did him dirty though. You're right about that.
I mean, I was happy for him when he went to Tennessee. I'm like, that's perfect for him.
Flag.
You know,
there's certain players like I have no problem like that Tannehill. It stayed. If you sent me a Gronk Patriots jersey, it would stay. If you sent me a Curtis Martin Jets jersey, it would stay. Like these are people that I like that I didn't have a problem with while they played. Like I don't hate you. Like I like the way you played. You know what I'm saying? That's why that jersey sits there for all those fucking years with the tags on it. Because it is what it is. I don't hate Tannehill. I don't hate the white Miami jerseys. It's just we're talking about right now on the battlefield. Fuck Miami, but in the back of my mind, I got respect.
It's funny you say that, Monster, because I collect jerseys, and I actually have 3 Buffalo jerseys. Right now, can you guess which Buffalo jerseys I got?
Jim Kelly.
Nope.
Bruce Smith. Are they recent or are they older?
Well, some of them I have Eric Molds.
Okay.
That was my very first pro jersey I bought was Eric Molds. I still have it.
I liked Eric Molds.
Yeah, Eric Molds is a fucking beast.
Willis McGahee.
Oh.
Okay.
And Thurman Thomas. My Thurman Thomas one's autographed.
Nice.
Well, Thurman played for Miami at the end of his career, and Willis McGahee went to Miami. So, yeah, I can see that absolutely.
I have a Thurman Thomas signed jersey and signed Bills helmet, and I also have a full-size one, and then I have a signed Miami Dolphins mini helmet by Thurman Thomas.
Well, besides Tannehill in my collection, like you don't see it here because this is the mini Monster Cave, but I have a full-size flex Dolphins helmet signed by Ricky Williams that says smoke weed every day.
Nice.
Oh, dude, that's sweet. Yeah, I have it.
People are like, why do you have a Miami helmet? Fuck you, because Ricky Williams was awesome, and that inscription is awesome. So kiss my ass. Yes, I have a Miami helmet in my fucking collection.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. All right.
Back today, that was my guy. Marino, Jim Kelly, and John Elway. Those are my 3 guys. I used to love watching them play every Sunday.
Agreed.
Oh, that's great. You used to watch getting your ass kicked. All right. With that being said, the Lions kicked the Jets' ass this week. Even though the Jets should have won this game, unfortunately, their quarterback is Zach Wilson this week. Unfortunately, Jared Goff just putting up numbers again. All right, they're 500. They are 500 right now. Jared Goff 252 yards and a touchdown in this one. Your thoughts? Who makes the playoffs first? The Detroit Lions or the Miami Dolphins?
They both make it this year.
What'd you say, Jay?
Y'all talk about this one.
What'd you say, Jay?
I said the Dolphins.
Oh, of course you said the Dolphins. Of course. I'm gonna catch. You know what? I'm glad that confidence bet not sway. Either you said both of them making the playoffs.
Yep.
Okay, interesting enough. All right. We don't need to talk much about that game because I mean, Zach Wilson just was Zach Wilson again. Who should be the starting quarterback next season for the Jets? Mike White or Zach Wilson?
White is who it should be, but White is who it should be, but they're not going to give up on the number 2 pick, unfortunately.
Right. Absolutely. I totally agree. It'll be Zach Wilson again.
You could have seen the Jets. I was just making a joke about this the other day. That wouldn't it be funny to see Aaron Rodgers in New York? It could happen.
He wouldn't last a fucking minute.
It could happen.
He wouldn't last a minute with the media and where he's at in his career. He wouldn't last a minute. New York would eat him fucking alive.
Oh, you're talking about the New York Jets?
New Jersey would eat him alive because he's not in New York.
You know why he's not going to do that? Because he's not going to take the Brett Favre route. He is not taking the Brett Favre route. Brett Favre already did that. Thanks.
Right.
He's not doing that.
Green Bay is shit because he chose the money. He wants the money so he can retire.
I don't see Aaron Rodgers staying in Green Bay.
Well, speaking of Green Bay, right now, Green Bay is up 10-6 on the Rams.
Halftime.
Yep, halftime. Right now, I literally got the game on.
So do I.
Mm-hmm. Watching this thing right now as we speak. All right, moving along. Steelers
3 weeks
and
left.
Panthers.
How excited are you guys? For all the teams. How excited? Like 3 weeks left. Like this is the push. Like how fucking excited are you guys?
Not
Like,
really.
this is what
I can't
we root for
wait.
as fans.
Oh, I love it. This is awesome.
This is what we root for as fans. Like
That's
this
what
is
I love,
we
and
want.
I love that. And speaking of our team, I love that we control our own destiny for the 1 seed, win and have the bye.
Well, this is where I'm going to sit out on this conversation, and I'm going to act like there's some alcohol in here
He's a Packers fan.
and pretend that I got friends in low places.
You almost got a gift for this. I cannot believe that Houston pushed KC to overtime.
Houston played 2 teams in a row tough. Dallas and Kansas City.
3 weeks. Kansas City's been shit for 3 weeks. They haven't looked real good. They're another team that's not tuning it going towards the playoffs. Kansas City's looked vulnerable as shit, which is crazy as hell.
which is good. Which is a good thing they play the Seahawks next week because the Seahawks is another team that hasn't looked very good.
See, I think if they struggled with Houston that way, don't sleep on Seattle.
I don't care. Kansas City is beating Seattle. Point blank. You can stop that now. We're gonna stop that right now.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm telling you, they're gonna win.
Nobody pussies.
The pussy. All right. With that being said, we have not talked about this game yet, but we have to right now. The Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be bitches.
Them boys.
If you're gonna make a video, we should make a video owning up to it. But we're not talking about that.
Oh shit! Shut up, Ethan. Shut the fuck up, Ethan. Excuse my friend. Shut up, Ethan.
Hold on,
No,
guys.
you
Hold
didn't
on.
do that.
Hold on, my fault. Hold on. My bad. I'm sorry, boys. My bad.
Hey, Jacksonville's got a shot at winning that division. They're only one game. They're only one game behind. They're only one game behind Tennessee right now.
Yep.
And week 18, they play Tennessee.
Yep.
They got a shot at winning that division.
And Tennessee's horrible against Jacksonville.
Well, so was Indy the last few years, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's
Absolutely.
let's not bring up the point that in the last 20 years, when the Bills were in a playoff drought, 20 years, okay? The Cowboys are 3-8 in the playoffs. The Bills are 3-4. So in the last 20 years, even though we had a drought, we won the same amount of playoff games that the fucking Dallas Cowboys have.
Yeah. How about that?
Facts don't lie. Stats don't lie. The shit's right there in front of you.
Marcus will beat you to death with stats.
Who cares?
As soon as I bring up stats, Marcus tucks his fucking tail and runs because it doesn't favor Detroit or Dallas. Marcus Beth don't want to go one-on-one with me. Then no way. I already flooded Marcus with stats, and Marcus had nothing to say. So you call the Buffalo Bills lovable losers? Well, what the fuck are you? What are you? Well, you ain't done shit. Gonna bring up Super Bowls from the 90s.
They're gonna bring up that they won the division a few years. Blah blah blah.
Nah.
Well,
Marcus,
all I know
it is what it is. You gotta take crow in the face, dog. Like, it is what it is, like, you ain't done shit more than Buffalo in the last 20 years.
Marcus a little bit because, you know, in a way, if you're with a franchise. And your franchise has a history, and you've got Super Bowl wins and everything else. Yeah, great. Granted, they were 30 years ago, 40 years ago, whatever. Because even like with, I mean, Pittsburgh won. What's their last Super Bowl? Like 2010,
Something like that.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and it's these franchises that, you know, this is why the fan base is like, well, you know, we've won this, we won that. I mean. Trust me, I'm guilty of that too. I wasn't even born in '72 when the perfect season happened. That happened 2 years before I was even born. But as a fan, we still hang our hats on that perfect season, just like everybody else that's a fan. But I mean, so I get it to an extent what Marcus says, but a lot of it is, you know, trying to get under your skin too, Marcus. Again. You guys go four.
But anyway, let's talk about the game instead of certain people. let's get back on track. I see Dre over there like.
Oh no, we had to talk about certain people at a certain point. There's only so much you can take shots at somebody before they stand up and take shots back.
Fair enough.
Me and Marcus Betts have went at it, and we're gonna go at it for the rest of the year. But it's pointing out shit. Buffalo's lovable losers. They're this, they're that. Well, so are the fucking Cowboys. Like, you haven't won dick either. What are we talking about?
Oh yeah, who has a better record right now?
Buffalo.
Yep.
Steelers won in 2009. Saints won in 2010.
Okay.
And he said those championships was 30 years ago. Go buy a time machine.
Right, get Marty McFly up there. Get 81 or whatever. What the fuck is that shit? 121 point whatever gigawatts and fucking Back to the Future. Like, they're all over about it. Like, that's just not relevant. Like, who cares? Like, do you want me to bring up the Bills won the AFL championship in 64 and 65?
Right.
Like, we won the championship 113 years ago. Like, that shit doesn't fucking matter, buddy. Like, we're talking about now. And I don't give a shit if Torch don't like it. I'm a grown-ass man. I'll go at Marcus if I want to fucking go at him. Because if he wants to come at me, come at me. And you already goddamn know that shit. We've been doing this too fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
My Monster, don't be putting my motherfucking name in your mouth about going at Marcus. If you go at Marcus, you go at Marcus. I got
I'm
shit
just
to do
saying,
with
you
that.
ain't gonna do shit. Marcus best knows where to find me. Bring your jail muscle and your Corvette. Come on, motherfucker.
All right. And we put my name in that shit. All I'm saying is the Cowboys lost. Okay. They lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Just like I predicted.
Jaguars intercept Prescott, stun them 40-34. This is another one of those games. You're up 27-10 in the third quarter.
And here we go with this thing. Just like Jay was talking about with Matt Ryan. Certain people that we were just talking about were saying that I'm in a chat with him, and he's saying that that it's all on Dak. Like when your defense gives up 500 yards, but apparently it's all on Dak, huh?
All I'm gonna say is this: Zay Jones, 59-yard touchdown. Zay Jones, 3-yard touchdown. Marvin Jones, 10-yard touchdown. 3
Let me ask you
touchdowns in a row.
something.
They were up 27-10, and they scored 21 straight to take the lead. And the Dallas Cowboys had to come back, but then the Jaguars came back and tied it. And in overtime, you saw what happened. 4 plays in overtime. Not even 2 minutes later, Jacksonville's going home with a victory. Go ahead, Monster, and ask your question.
Let me ask you something. Bills coaching staff, Wyatt Teller, did they give up too early? Sure they did. He became the top offensive lineman in the NFL.
Yeah.
Harrison Phillips, man, he's been doing pretty goddamn good. Is Zay Jones one of the guys that we just gave up on too fast after the incident at the hotel? After the incident at the hotel where he lost his mind, is he somebody?
He didn't. He never performed as well as for us as he is for them.
That was my question. Did we go too early? Should we have gave Zay Jones another year or two with this offense? Would he have became Cole Beasley if we needed him to? What do you guys think?
No.
Like he's showing up now, but is it one of those people that the Bills gave up on too early, or do you think we got rid of him at the right time?
No, I think you guys.
No, you got rid of him at the right time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta give up on people, give people a way so that they can perform better.
Yeah, he wasn't going to perform in this system.
Yeah, he was with the Bills at the time.
At first.
No,
but the Raiders kill everybody again. Again, the Raiders kill every wide receiver.
John Gruden is the be all end all. You can suck it.
Yeah, I just don't. No. Zay Jones, Buffalo, no.
So let me ask you
it was
guys
a
this,
good
Torch.
story.
Let me ask the whole panel this, Torch. Seeing what we saw this week as far as officiating goes, the Washington game was fucking deplorable. The Washington game was deplorable. Terry McLaurin asked him twice, am I on sides? Am I good? Am I lined up? The ref's like, yeah, you're fucking good. And then he throws the flag. And then the very last play of the game, he's bear hug, obvious pass interference. Like obvious to what confidence are you that if Buffalo's in a game with Kansas City or Miami and at the end of the fucking game, one of those plays come up, how confident are you that the officials are going to make the right call for your team or even one that's amicable for that play, considering the blatant shit we just saw that fucking cost these teams the game? Like, can you imagine one of these calls costing us the playoffs or costing Miami the playoffs or costing Philadelphia the playoffs? Like, can you imagine one of these calls? Like, how do you guys feel going down the stretch about the officiating in the NFL, considering what we've seen?
Well,
I gotta answer for that. Hold on, I gotta answer for that real quick before y'all go. The answer is, if you let it come down to that, knowing that the officiating sucks like that, then that's your ass. That's your fault.
Yeah, but you can't justify when it comes. Torture,
yes, you can.
First quarter.
Yes, you can.
No,
the first quarter. I'm talking about late in game. If it's late in game and you get cooked because of one of those type of calls, well, guess what? I'm blaming your team for allowing it to come that late.
It shouldn't be that. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna. That is exactly what I was gonna say. Don't put it. Don't put it that way. Where it comes down to counting on the officials to make the right call. Okay, put yourself in a better position during the game so we don't have that issue in the fourth quarter.
But
you just know you can't be trusted.
But you got to remember, in the playoffs, the games are closer. Like, they're not usually blowouts. So it can be the first quarter or the second quarter.
Just last night, that Raiders game, he was clearly, his foot was out of bounds. And they called a touchdown.
Right. That's not playoffs. That's right now. That's what I'm saying.
We're seeing this at home, going, holy shit, this guy is out of bounds.
All I'm gonna say in a nutshell is, you know that if you get in the playoffs and you know that it comes down to that, hold your breath. Hold your breath. The
But
Titanic
I'm
is
not
finna
saying it
sink.
comes down to that, Torch. What I'm saying is it could be in the first quarter. It could be in the second quarter. But that
Yeah,
call
that's
could cost
different.
the game. Because playoff games are much tighter. If they're not blowouts, playoff games are usually very close. So it can
Yeah,
happen in the first or the second quarter, but that play could cost you the fucking game that early in the game.
Well, I agree with that, but history has shown us that most of those games come down to last second calls. Most of those games come down to last second officiating. We know. Listen, there's somebody who literally made a legacy off of last second officiating. I won't go there. I'm gonna save that for Thursday. Fucking monster. Can't wait. I can't wait to get your ass. I can't wait to get your ass on Thursday.
Joined and ruined y'all fun. Fuck you.
Who?
Whoa,
I'm
no.
not. You know what I'm talking about, monster?
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, fuck that. My feelings are hurt now. Like, I feel.
Listen, monster. I'm literally talking about Tom Brady, you goof. I'm talking about the Tom Brady debate, you goof. How your feelings hurt for Tom Brady? You know what? Hold on. That's funny. Wait a minute. Hold on. That's a perfect segue to this conversation. We got to talk about Shannon and Skip. Hold on. Brady's feelings. Hurt for Brady's feelings. Monster over here, a.k.a. Skip Bayless over here. Listen, did any of y'all watch that? Did anybody see that?
Bayless was so far out of line.
Holy shit.
I would have pulled the motherfucking Chris Everett, Jim Rome, and flipped the table on him. I would have punched Skip Bayless right in the fucking face. I'm a Super Bowl champion, Hall of Fame tight end, and you're going to fucking compare me to Tom Brady, who has nothing to do with me, on a national fucking show when you haven't played a fucking drop in the NFL?
Yep.
Skip Bayless can suck 3 sides of my dick. I don't give 2 shits about any of that. Like, Shannon Sharpe should have punched him in the fucking face. Like, I dare you to get on TV or get on any kind of fucking show and say some shit like that to me and think there isn't any kind of fucking... No, fuck that. Shannon Sharpe showed absolute resolve. Shannon Sharpe showed absolute professionalism. He was like, I can punch this motherfucker in his mouth, but I'm going to lose my $10 million a year check with ESPN. So I'm just going to shut the fuck up and let this dude do what he does.
But then Shannon said what he said. Shannon said what he said, and then he took off his glasses, and Skip goes, "Put your glasses back on." Fuck off.
That's Skip saying, I don't want to get my ass whooped. It's not that serious. But the statements he was making were that serious. The fact that you can come at Shannon Sharpe as far as any part of his professional career when you haven't played the NFL one fucking down is ridiculous. Shannon Sharpe would piss on you. Skip Bayless is a fucking hack, and everybody knows it. He's Jerry Sullivan of ESPN.
Oh, my God. I don't even want to hear that guy's name again.
He's on FS1, not on ESPN.
Whatever the fuck he is. I don't even watch him. That's why I don't know.
I don't want. And listen, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that ass clown's name in Buffalo anymore.
Oh yeah, Jerry Sullivan. That's another one. Oh Lord, all these older, pompous. Yeah, all these older, pompous, arrogant folks who be doing sports journalism. Oh,
right, Jerry Sullivan is the grandson of slave owners and shit. Like, shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck's going on with your old ass. Like I said, Jerry Sullivan was a dude in the 70s.
Oh, that's the thing.
Like, chicks.
That's the thing. He said what he said. The thing. He's here. He said what he says about Josh. I mean, to Josh, and Josh handles it like a pro. Like, okay, like whatever. But then he turns around the next day and has some idiotic things to say about women in sports, and I'm like, how stupid are you?
You can't go on that podcast. Yeah. Shout out to Trainwreck Sports. You can't go on their podcast and sit there with Maniac and fucking Al and be like, "Oh, women are stupid." You're fucking dumb, buddy. All right. I hold myself.
That's why he got fired.
Yeah, I hold myself to the highest fucking regard as a Bills fan. I know shit motherfuckers don't know, but you know what? There's women out there that know shit I don't know.
Right.
So to say that women are fucking pom-pom cheerleaders and they don't understand critical journalism is fucking ridiculous. That goes back to the old dinosaur days. Like you're not in touch with this fucking era, buddy. Like you got to take your shit and get the fuck out of here. The fact that you have credentials to sit in an NFL.
When he got fired, I'm pretty sure now that he's fired from the papers, he doesn't have the credentials anymore.
No, but you know what? I told Torch. Remember, I told you Torch on our show. Like,
yes, he does.
I watched Jerry Sullivan for years.
Wait, how?
Yes, he does.
How what?
He still has his credentials.
Yes, he does. And let me just tell you this. It's because of one word that starts with a P, ends with an E, and it's called privilege. Hello. You know privilege exists.
But I've watched Jerry Sullivan, like I told you, Torch. I watched Jerry Sullivan for 20 fucking years ask questions. Bills, Sabres, nothing. I watched Mookie Hawkins, my man Mook, Bills Mafia, Ric Flair. I watch Mook, and every fucking week they're like, oh, that's a great question. That's a great question, Mookie. Not once have I ever heard anybody, Sean McDermott, Josh Allen, anybody in the Bills or the Sabres say that Jerry Sullivan asked a good.
No, remember, Bruce Smith went off on him.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm still shocked that he has. I'm still shocked that he still has his credentials, but.
Yeah, but you know what? After that fact where he still has the credentials, you got to realize that everybody else in that locker room or in that press conference is fucking laughing at you. Like, we know who you are. Like, you're a jerk off. Like, you have no credibility. You have no respect after what you said. So, granted, you can keep your credentials and ask those questions, but as far as the athletes go, the other journalists go, and the professionals go, you're a fucking jerk off. Like, they're not going to give you anything.
Yeah. With that being said, we just gave you a great Monday Night Madness. Make sure y'all tune in.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come in here and just talk shit, Torch.
Listen, you ain't do nothing wrong. I don't even know what you're talking about. You good? Listen,
no apologies needed.
Monday Night Madness for a reason. We have a whole lot of fun here. And Jay Renard, man, your face has not changed from the first minute of the show to the end of the show, which is crazy. Has not changed one bit.
Right now?
Hey, he is locked in on the Miami Dolphins for the rest of the season.
I'm not done with Jay. Are you ending it?
Yeah, I am. I gotta go. Nevertheless, make sure y'all tune in to Waffle Sports tonight, 10 o'clock. All right. My guy DJ Ready Rob in the building on the ones and twos right now. In here.
Give me one more second with Jay Renaud.
Go ahead. I'll let you end the show.
I respect you. I do. I like your takes. I like that you show up when your team has a good game or a bad game. I respect that about you. I told you that before. I didn't respect you because you didn't show up and fucking own it, but you have. And that I respect you for, okay? Dolphins have a great team. I'm not going to bullshit. This isn't some super fandom. Dolphins have a good fucking team. But you know what?
Yeah, they do.
Tua's got to go through 13 seconds. Tua's got to go through that bitter fucking loss. The Dolphins have to go through that bitter fucking heartache that Buffalo has in order to get to the level that we have.
What happened?
It's experience. It's playoff losses. It's just tough fucking shit. Once you guys are able to get that, and Tua and the Dolphins are able to get that, then you will be a fucking more comparable opponent for the Bills than you already are. But we've been through the heartbreak. You guys got to go through that heartbreak, and I think that you guys will.
I sent it to your other page from my other page.
But until
From
you
my
go
other
through that
Facebook. I
heartbreak,
did. I sent it to you and them first.
you can't get to the next level, Jay. You know what I'm saying? So until you guys get to that level and you're on those games and you take those wins or losses, you're not going to get to the next level. Same way the Bills have it. We lost 13 seconds to Patrick Mahomes. We lost before to Patrick Mahomes. We have to get past that fucking hump. Same way Jordan had to do it in the 90s with the Detroit Pistons. You have to get past that hump. You have to experience those losses. So until Miami experiences those losses, I don't think they're going to be where we are, but you're not in a position where you can't. You're in a good fucking position. You're a good team. You're playing well, and you could experience those. But until you get that experience like Buffalo has gotten the last 2 years, you're not going to be at our level. And it's not because of a lack of talent. It's just because of that's the way sports is. You have to experience heartbreak to grow the balls to win those big games. And that's what I think Miami still has to experience. I think it chased him off, and it's my bad.
No, I think he's been having internet issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. Listen,
But
we will
again,
be
the
back.
utmost respect for Jay Renault and the Dolphins. I've always said that. Dolphins are a good team. Much respect to Jay Renault. I love coming on here. I love talking shit to people. But again, we keep it football. We keep it fucking professional. And we just go at each other's teams. It's not, you know what I'm saying, anything stupid, anything behind the scenes. You don't go at people's personal lives. I'm not going to be like, oh, Jay Renault, your hairline's fucked up. Like, no, we don't keep it personal. My hairline's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we keep it professional. And that's
I
the way.
got a call off.
So, even if he comes back or not, I appreciate Jay Renault. I love Jay Renault. And I look forward to talking shit with that cocksucker the next 20 fucking years.
Hold on a second. Hey. Let me
He came back.
Dude, my
Knowledge.
phone literally died.
Who is this? All right, with that being said,
and you fucking phone guys, like, get a better plan. What do you pay? What do you need?
Yeah,
more Boost
dude.
Mobile minutes? Like, I got a $5 card for you if you need it. What
All
the
right,
fuck?
I gotta
Why
go.
do you need it, Sal?
Hey, he's got to hop on Wolfo.
Listen to the show tonight, Mookie Hawkins on the ones and twos. Listen to that. Definitely. Tune in.
Monster, I'll hit you up with my Addy. I'll hit you up with my address. Ethan, good seeing you, man. If I don't see you.